Hey everyone, what a season it has been. After some fantastic episodes, we are now at the season finale of Giwwe Music. So stay tuned for an exciting time as we get locked and loaded.
Standing up for the truth. Hear it loud, hear it strong. And we not turn it down. Hear the voice of the youth. Standing up for the truth.
Good night, everyone. Welcome to the season finale of LockedxLoaded Season 2. How are you guys doing? If you are there, let us know. Send a message in the chat. Let us know you're on. Hey, Kivana, I know you're in your feelings. I know we are too. This is the season finale. With me, of course, I have Sharon, and we have Phillip K with us tonight. Good night, guys.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Good night. How are you doing, Judah?
Yeah.
Phillip,
I'm
you
cool.
good? You good? Nice,
Can you guys hear me well? Is it good? Is the level good?
Yeah, everything's
Good.
fine. And so, yeah, we are excited to get into this. Of course, we have mixed emotions since, of course, we're excited for our season finale, but it is, the last episode for a little while, and we're going to miss each other and everything. But it's interesting that, well, we started the season, we're ending how we started, and in that, we're just going to take a quick flashback at the beginning of this season before we get into the rest of tonight's episode.
Let's get it.
Of course, as you can see, things are a little different right now. Probably not being expected. And on that note, I'm gonna pass over to Sharon now. We have a very interesting and emotional announcement to make. Sharon?
Sometimes in life, we have our ups and downs. And so it pains us to announce that our dear co-host Glenn is unable to be with us at this present time. Whether he is near or far, Glenn, wherever you are, we know that the show must go on.
Indeed it must. Indeed it must. You need the tissue. Do you need tissue? And yes, it's our custom to be dramatic. And so it is fitting, I guess, that we end how we started. As you guys can see, Glenn is not with us tonight. But we do have a very special guest who is Phillip K with us. Sharon, I see you're still emotional.
I am.
Disclaimer, I'm not replacing Glenn. Glenn, you would always be loved by the Acquisition family. I'm not replacing you.
Still has his own place on the team, and he's also our featured guest. So he's not only here in that capacity tonight, and we're gonna get into it later on. And we have a special surprise for you guys who may not be aware. We're not gonna say anything yet. You're gonna find out about that in a moment. Sharon?
Yes, guys. So we just want to remind you to send out the link. This is the season finale for LockedxLoaded. So share. If you're on Facebook or YouTube, be sure to share. And remember to like on all of our social media. We have Instagram, like us on Face, follow us on Instagram, like us on Facebook, and subscribe because Judah, where are we trying to get to?
Our
How many
goal is
subscribers?
500 subscribers. We did say that we wanted to do it by the end of this year. It's not too late. We still have like what 2
It's
weeks
not
to
too
2020.
late.
Of course, we can get 160. How much? 166 subscribers. We could do that, man. That's small.
We
But
can
even if
do
not,
that.
there's next year too. You know.
Yes, but still ensure that you do all your sharing because sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. So show that you care about us as we care about you, and share us to the people that you care about. Correct? Correct? Am I right?
You are right.
So we can so you can break it down, which will make it easier. All we need is 50 viewers with 10 friends and get them to subscribe.
Wow. Right? That makes it
I'm
so
sure
easy.
you guys have 10 friends, at least 10 friends. 50 viewers, 10 friends, and ask them to subscribe.
Yeah, there you go. Phillip K,
Wow.
the mathematician.
That makes it easier.
Come on, man. Yes. Awesome. So yes, Phillip K is also our featured guest tonight. He is in a dual capacity because he's just that awesome. So right now we're gonna take in our featured music video, which is one of his songs called Dark Side. You guys know we've been talking about the power of music, the influence and impact of music on our minds, on our lives, on our behavior, on how we perceive the world. And this song is very fitting to, help wrap up the discussion on that. So take it in. This is Phillip K, Dark Side.
Will beating every day. And all the songs of me hear now, the rifle beating. Send the youth them to them grave. Oh no, gunshot boy dead. Whole body full of lead. The culprit is not a man, no, but it is a song instead. Now every thought red, and all the youth them dead. Poison coming through the airways, slowly injected in the hearts of my people. Now producing all kind of evil. Forgiveness now that I'm buried in the grave. Now every man looking for a rival. Your words creating a cycle. Now we making a downward spiral. I know you're there sitting down from the hilltop with your title. Killing the youth with your song. Just switch up the vibe. You're killing the youth with your song. Now everybody from the dark side. You're killing the youth with your song. Just switch up the vibe. You're killing the youth with your song. Now everybody on the dark side. Everybody on the dark side. Darkness lurking. Now it is a trend. Penetrating in the hearts of men. Ooh. In the hearts of men. Stop sing about ammunition and sing about ambition. Cause in the thoughts you create a big impression. And what you say they will do impersonation. That's why we need positive communication. That's why we need positive communication, yeah. You're killing the youth with your song. Just switch up the vibe. You're killing the youth with your song. Now everybody on the dark side. You're killing the youth with your song. Just switch up the vibe. You're killing the youth with your song. Now everybody on the dark side. You're killing the youth with your song. Just switch up the vibe. You're killing the youth with your song. Now everybody on the dark side. You're killing the youth with your song. Just switch up the vibe. You're killing the youth with your song. Now everybody on the dark side. Everybody on the dark side. Come follow me Light up is shine, yeah. If you not ready for your change, you hear me now? Me put a fire to burn. See one by one, shine your light them up. Let's kick evil out of town, yeah. See one by one, shine your light them up. Shine your light, I beg you, shine your light, you know. See one by one, shine your light them up. Let's kick evil out of town, yeah. See one by one, shine your light them up. Shine your light, I beg you, shine your light, you know. Next version up.
Yes, welcome back, everyone. That was Dark Side by Phillip K. Phillip K, that's a lovely song, man.
You said lovely, but that's an interesting word to use.
It is. I understand, yes. But it's as in like the focus and the meaning, which I'd like you to talk more about. Like, what was your inspiration behind it?
So I can tell you the exact story behind
Ooh, story
that.
time.
So I remember one morning I was on Instagram scrolling through, and I came across one of our local artists here, his page, and he had a song that was very captivating, right? Very, very captivating, beautiful production, but the lyrics were just evil. They were just downright evil. I literally got up, went in the studio, and I did the music for that song for Dark Side, and wrote the lyrics the next day. That's like that was probably the fastest written song I've ever done,
Wow.
because of the anger that rose up in me. A good anger, you know,
Right.
a good
Righteous
anger.
anger.
Correct. So that's how Dark Side was birthed. And it just basically speaks to, it's a message to the artists, for all the artists out there
Right.
who feel the need to fit in with the trend,
Mm-hmm.
to write and produce and to send out war tunes. So that's my response to their music, basically.
Oh wow, yes, that is really good, and it's kind of like echoing things that we were hearing like last episode and the episode before
Right.
from the artists and DJs as they were speaking in terms of their role to like pull down any like negativity, like negative influences against the youth and come up against it essentially. So
Right.
I
Right.
that was a very, and I love that you have like the lyric video as well to
Yeah.
accompany it. Going back to even like the episode where we were talking from before about the different like elements of music,
Correct.
how you have the visuals and stuff like that. I personally really loved it. Like I think it's a very nice song, and I really like the how you are ensuring that your role in society is played out through that song, through the making of the song and delivery. So thank you so much.
For sure. And the song is essentially to challenge the minds of not only the youth but the artists, man. The artists who
Mhm.
they want to just fit in the trend, and they're destroying the youth, the minds of our youth. That's essentially what they're doing. But if you believe that this is the only way you can get quote unquote forward, then we would always have artists putting out music that is just so, you
Yeah,
know, yeah, that's
it gets him
Exactly.
forward, but everybody else going backwards. So
correct.
Wow.
that's the
It's pretty true. And I think it's
mhm.
interesting too that the music doesn't, well, this specific song doesn't only highlight that we have an issue, but it challenges the artists and everybody to be better, to do better, and to, work in the opposite direction to transform the mindset of the culture and our young people, which is basically what we want to look at tonight in this episode. But before we get too much deep, too much further in it, we want to take a quick look. Shout outs to you, Kevana, and hear from her again this season. Why does she like Locked and Loaded? So we will just take that quick break and be right back.
Yeah, man.
You are watching Locked and Loaded on Echo Nation.
Blessings on everybody tuning to LockedxLoaded. Now, why do I like this show? For me personally, the show is very informative, highly educative, it's encouraging, edifying, it's fun, it's awesome, it's just amazing, period. I definitely would encourage anybody, young, old, and in between, to tune into LockedxLoaded. We've been looking at so many amazing topics and issues that impact society on the whole. Since season 1, we've been looking at ghosting, we've been looking at online dating, we've been looking at outing persons on social media, which is really bad, by the way. And even though we're into a new season, we're looking at music and its influence on society, which has been really great thus far. I would encourage anybody to tune into LockedxLoaded. Trust me, you wouldn't want to miss it. The show is awesome. Definitely tune in.
And we want to say thank you so much to Kivana for sending in her feedback. And thank you guys for all of you who have been, writing with us this season. We really appreciate you. This show cannot be what it is if not for you, our viewers. And on the note of feedback, Sharon, what do we want to let them know?
Yes, we want to remind you about the feedback form. So we spoke about the feedback form last week and we touched on it the week before as well. But we have a feedback form that we would like you to fill just to give us what do you want to see in LockedxLoaded next season? Like, what are you interested in? And we also have a giveaway attached to that. So as you can see down below, right below Phillip, you can win our Christmas giveaway package, including a free massage from Crystal Touch Therapy by providing your feedback and entering our trivia. So the link is there below, and yes, you can find the link elsewhere on our socials. And with this bit, you can give feedback to LockedxLoaded. There'll be some trivia questions that we have for you. So when you answer those trivia questions, you have the chance to win this amazing package.
What?
Yeah, she definitely saw was free.
Pardon?
Yeah.
I'm sure the first word they saw was free.
Well, of course, yeah. I mean, that would be the first word. It isn't all caps. I mean, who can miss that? That would be the person that I know is.
What would you like to see? What would you like to see in LockedxLoaded season 3?
Yeah. Let us know. And just to give you guys a little bit of more information, our social, to be fully entered into giveaway, you must be at the social as well. So when you fill that feedback form, we will be contacting you with all the details and information you need to know on the social. But for now, let's just let you know it will be on Sunday, December the 27th. But if you want your special access to that social, just fill out the form. Let us know what you want. Even though you guys can comment in the chat, let us know if there's anything that you want to see that you think we should add. How else can we make LockedxLoaded more impactful? Some topics for next season, anything. Let us know in the feedback form. Take part in the trivia. Come to the social, and then you'll be added to get that chance to win our giveaway.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think for season 3, personally, I think Judah should dye her locks. But that's just me. Neon orange, lime green.
What do you guys think in the comments? Should Judah dye her locks?
Should I dye my locks? Well, I mean, you guys will just have to stay tuned to our LockedxLoaded Echo Nation social media handles and everything, and just see if there are any surprises that get dropped between now and next year. Just stay tuned, guys. Just stay tuned. But I like that one, Sharon.
If I may, I think you guys did a really good job. This is from me, the outsider looking in. You guys did a really good job for this entire season. So give yourself a little clap. I think. So
Sarah's ready with the napkin.
You guys did a really
appreciate that.
A lot of work. Kudos.
Yes, thank you. And of course, all glory to God. Yes, I need a hug. Thank you.
Yes. So, Shabbat is saying locked, literally. Good one.
Good one.
Good one. We also need to point out you as well, Phillip K, because you did host with us one of these episodes this season, and I'm sure that was new and different for you here on the show. We were excited to have you, but we want to say thank you for being willing to jump on, become a part of our team, and be on this side of the show.
Yeah,
So thank you too, and good job to you as well.
For sure. Endorsing Kingdom culture. That's what I'm
Amen.
here for.
Only.
Only.
Yes. So, I mean, you were a host. So, what was that like? Like, was it anything beyond what you would have expected? Are there any, secrets you wanna share with the audience as to what is like on the other side of the show? Anything like that?
What I would say to the audience is that these guys deserve a raise.
Yes, a raise would be nice.
So
Christmas gifts, anyone?
The manager. You see, I'm being blocked. I'm being muted.
Oh my god! Wow.
Whoever's in charge of Equination, they need to give you guys a raise. I don't know who that person is.
Well, that's what you're saying.
Again.
Because my first time on this side, it was a little bit intimidating, but I got the hang of it, and I got to see the real work you guys put into this thing. It's not. They see the outside, they see the beautiful faces, but it's a lot of work. So kudos to you guys for sure. Big at yourself.
Thank you. We appreciate that. Good night to Xavier. Good night to Natasha. We're so happy to see you guys. And Darian, good night. Good night. Okay, Vonna says, well, I guess the conversation right now is my locks. Vonna says that she likes them how they are. Thank you. And Xavier is suggesting that I go pink. Tune into season 3. Let's see what happens, guys.
I think something's gonna happen. You're smiling too much. Like something is going to happen.
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Okay.
All right. We have an interesting question to ask you guys, don't we, Sharon?
Yes, we do.
Question.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We want to engage our audience, you guys watching, the people that we are so grateful for and so thankful for. So, our question for you is, which one of these things can you do without for Christmas? Is it the hat, the gifts, or the Christmas music?
That sounds like a hard question. Let us know in the chat. Which one could you do without? If you had to go a Christmas without one of these, which one would it be?
You're gonna
Phillip K.
Right.
You want to give your feedback, your answer for this question?
Sure, for sure. So Christmas is only one day, right? And
Right.
I would have to say music. I can't do it without music. I mean, I can do it without the ham and the gifts. It's not needed.
Okay.
Music is essential.
Okay.
Essential.
That's deep.
Master Casey can't do it without the ham.
He said he can. There are other viable meat options available.
No food, then.
Natasha says that she can do it without the gifts. Darian is holding on to the ham. You're right, my guy. I think, well, let me ask you, Sharon, what would you, if you had to give up one of those, or rather, if you had to, let's ask if you had to give up one of those, what would you choose to let go?
On Christmas Day or Christmas season? Which one? If it was the day, it would be music. I can't give up music. Like that is something that I can't. I can.
Oh, okay.
But if it's something that I had to hold on to, it would be the gifts, because I'm not a big ham person.
So, Shari, let me ask the question. You're gonna open a gift in silence? Is that what you're
No,
just
people will
gonna
be talking.
get that monotonous sound of voices in your head while opening a gift? Like, what's
Wow.
the point?
People will be like, wow, Shine, you never get to do it.
Merry Christmas.
And then you're gonna sit there with that gift in silence, all alone. No music to comfort.
Wow.
Just,
Okay.
Wow.
Okay,
just
Mr.
challenging
Musician.
your answer. So
Right. We got some ham people. Kevona said, not me. I love ham. All
what about
right,
you, Jay?
sis. Xavier says ham in all caps. I have to say that I can't do without the ham. I don't need the ham. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
patrons. Don't come at me. Don't come at me, guys, please. But I
it's
can
okay.
live
It's
without
the
ham.
same here.
Yeah, you know?
I'm not
So,
a big ham person.
right. But I think that music definitely sets the vibe. Like, music is one of those things that you just need everywhere. Like, you wake up in the morning, play music because it's just that big a deal for us, you know?
Fair.
So, yeah, you guys can keep sending your suggestions while we take this short break and be right back on the season finale of Locked and Loaded.
You are watching Locked and Loaded on Echo Nation.
Oh my God. Good night. This was not planned. Good night,
Good
everybody.
night. Good night. Good night. What's up? How y'all doing? What's up?
Wow.
What's the joke? I don't get what's the joke.
Oh my gosh.
What's the joke? What's wrong with you?
No, I love it. I love
Good
it.
night,
Wow.
everyone watching. This is Locked and Loaded. My
Welcome.
very distracted right now. I don't. I literally don't know why. We're all on the show tonight. We're so glad.
Shout outs to Glenn, keeping us on our toes.
Glenn.
Yes. So let's take a look back. You know, we've been popping up with our flashbacks. We want to recap this season. You guys can tell us in the chat which episode was your favorite. Is there something that you learned, you know, that you didn't know before? Was there anything that like made you open your eyes widely in shock or anything like that? What was your favorite episode? You can let us know that as we go through our recap. So of course we started the season with our intro to Giwwe music, and we let you guys know essentially what we were talking about this season: the power of music, the influence, the impact, how it affects us, and you know, setting the platform for that by establishing that music is a gift from God, you know, and that it is valuable, and that because of that we have to think twice about the music that we indulge in given its power. What's your guys' take on that? Like, is there anything that you want to reinforce or emphasize as we close this season given that first episode?
I think it can.
Okay, go ahead.
No, you can go first, Mr. Musician.
Okay.
Mr. Phillip K.
What stood out to me, if I am permitted to go back to John Yard's episode, I remember him talking about the structure of music and how the music, the sound can influence our behavior. And that really stood out to me because as a producer, I have to know what triggers you, the listener. So that was a very insightful show.
Mm-hmm. Sharon, what were you gonna say?
Nice. I was actually gonna say that it kind of. I know that because the theme, well, the name of the season is Giwwe music. Obviously, like a lot of things from the different episodes kind of overlap.
Mesh
But
together.
yeah, but going back to like Phillip K song from today, Dark Side, and his story behind it basically speaks about that, like the fact, well, it doesn't touch every single element, but it's basically like going from the story, the fact that we need to, look at music better, or we need to use it in a better way, use it to uplift and all of that. So I just think that it's so like, just that we had that music video today and that we're going back there. I think that there's definitely, you can make that connection.
For sure. What about you?
Right. Well, we had Gauzy in for that episode. Gauzy's always with us. You guys don't see him, but he is always with us. We want to say good night to you, Gauzy, and we will definitely see you a bit later. And that, I think that was really insightful, because that first episode set the platform for everything else that we did end up speaking on, including, the breakdown of music, which was next. But that first one was important, because it really kind of turned our attention to the fact that, hey, this is a thing. It's not just something that we enjoy and has little weight or carries little effect with it. Like, music is a very important tool, and so we need to be, intentional about it. Good night, DJ Sticko. He's asking if he can win from Jamaica. You can win from Jamaica if you come to Barbados from Jamaica to the social, and then you get entered into the giveaway. But we'll see if we can have a virtual giveaway or something like that. I mean, who knows? It's locked and loaded. So we have Master KC. He's saying there are a lot of intricate details regarding music that people take for granted. We can't afford to leave it unchecked, and that is definitely one thing we wanted to look into in this season. Sharon?
Yeah, definitely. I completely agree. So yes, that was season 1, Giwwe music. That's basically what we touched on. And it's just set a really good platform going on for the entire season. And the next episode that we had, which Phillip K would have touched on, is Giwwe the Breakdown. And we had John Yard come here with us, and he gave us the breakdown. And as Phillip K said, it helped him because as he said, he's a producer and he found it to be a very impactful show. And I'm sure that Master KC and all the other DJs and producers, artists who may have been watching, or just like general music enthusiasts, would have really been able to take some things from it and like understand things, resonate with things that John Yard would have been talking about, or that we would have been talking about as hosts as well. So let's talk about the different components of music, which are right here. So we went down into some of them, the rhythm, the tempo, the melody, song structure, all of those things that play integral parts in music. Do you know what was your favorite thing about that episode?
I think, well, one of my favorite things about that episode is how we kind of made an example of what we were going through in the moment. So we literally had the different songs like Hello by Adele, and that was that example of how chords and the keys that are intentionally arranged in music affect our emotions. Because as soon as we started playing certain songs, everybody was, feeling a sort of way. So that shed some light on the fact that music is literally wired to affect us, So again, highlighting why we need to be proactive and pay special attention to that. Anything you want to add, Phillip?
Yeah, it is, it is essential as a producer. When you are working for a client, you have to understand first of all what their needs are. Like John Yard said, when he's writing, he thinks about what he wants his listener to do before he even writes, and that stood out to me, right? Because it shows the power that you have with a pen and a paper and a keyboard. I can influence your behavior by something that I will do. You understand? Or do I want my audience to jump up and beat up feelings that Gauzy would often say, or do I want them to sit or maybe cry? And that really stood out for me for sure.
Right.
Yeah, that was a great episode. We see that Master Casey said John Yard was speaking pure facts.
Bigging up Select the Charts.
Yes.
Shout outs to Select Charts coming through in the chat.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that was an amazing episode. Those of you in the who are watching right now who remember that episode, like what was your favorite thing? I know that for me.
Comments. What was your favorite part of that show?
Yes, what was your favorite part? Let us know. For me, I liked what he was touching. Like everybody, a part of me felt like I was in a music class in a way.
Yeah.
Like I definitely like that aspect, but beyond that, I like the fact that we started our second episode with like popular Beijing guests, and then from then on, like we had guests. So I like that was the start of the trend for that. I think it really did kind of make it smart for Locked and Loaded season 2, because we have like after that we just had guests after guests after guests after that after guests, and it was great. That was a great season thing. So this is another thing that you can tell us when you fill out that form to enter that competition. If you're going to be in Barbados on December 27th at DJ Stickle, are you going to be in Barbados? You can tell us.
Yeah. Sorry, Sharon. What I'm saying for next season, we can maybe do a TED Talk with producers. Maybe myself and some other producer can collaborate, and we can go through the ins and outs and break down how to make a beat. That may be a suggestion. Just sticking out.
Wow. There you go.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's deep, Phillip. You need to fill a feedback form. You need to fill out a feedback form, Phillip. Put that in so that we can.
Yeah, we have Master Boss say, I liked how we analyze how music subconsciously gets us going. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And Mr. Broom is saying, hello, Darian. He's saying, John, you are talking about genres and a heavy metal Christian music, which jumped out of me.
Yes.
Jumped out to me, sorry. Which jumped out to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Master K says a TED Talk with DJs will go. I am sure it would. No, we'll talk to production, sending that, and we'll see what comes out of season 3. So continuing our recap, we had she's ready. Episode 3. So, music on the brain, that's what we looked at. We got a little deeper into the psychological effects and how our brains are even naturally biologically wired to react a certain way based on the different parts of our brain. That time we had St. Clair. Shout outs to you, St. Clair. We know you've been writing with us since season 1. We love to have you on the show. And I love what he said was very insightful, like he talked about these different parts of the brain that have a direct link to music in that it affects those parts and we react to it just without even trying. Because I think one of the points that persons were raising, one of their opinions was that, oh well, you can control what happens with you, or you can control how music affects you. But in looking at this episode, St. Clair really challenged that in showing us biologically there's just a reaction to music that you cannot control because that's how we were made.
Exactly.
Yeah, I like that. I feel like, this was the one episode that I wasn't a part of. And this was the one that both of you guys kind of, tackled. And I think this was when Phillip was first introduced to the behind the scenes Locked and Loaded thing,
And I learned a lot that episode in particular. It showed me that my brain is a really serious tool. I had no idea that certain parts of my brain trigger certain things. Memory, like what he said when he mentioned Gangnam Style and our face lit up. The hippocampus, I believe that's what is responsible for that occurrence.
Right, how natural that reaction is,
Correct.
Yeah, that was really cool and insightful, honestly.
So here's some brain stuff. Guys, those of you who want to watch this episode, what is something that you remember? What stuck out to you in this episode? Let me know.
I feel like
Let
we
me
have
know.
so many deep topics, like a lot. Honestly, this episode was just full of everything. This season was full of everything, different aspects of it. I feel like we covered so much and we've grown so much through exploring the power of music in this way.
Correct.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, and we're going to go on to the next one. Go on to the next episode. The next episode coming up. But before we fully go straight into that, we just want to remind you, or we want to show you rather. We had a kind of like a featured guest come on for. Do you remember Judah? I don't know if the person was like a guest or something.
It was
Somebody
right? Like a special appearance by someone that we'd never seen before.
Yeah.
Ever.
But we're gonna see that person again. So stay tuned.
All their glory.
Just be careful, your bike's maybe muted.
Hello? Hi guys, you ready for today? Yes, boo, yeah. I got on my nice fit, girl. Got my sweet shirt, my tights for days, nights, and afternoons. And you know I had to go and get my piercings. I even got a new one yesterday. But I got to look like my favorite artist. You know how it is. Yeah, look how we culture, and I love it. Do you think that music influences the way that we dress or the way that we speak? Join us on Locked and Loaded.
And we are back.
Never saw that person before in my life. I have no idea who that is.
Yeah, me neither. I have no idea, but
I think that was Sharquisha. Was it? No?
what's her name? Judah, you might know.
Sharquisha, you know. I think it's her. Sharquisha.
I know her.
Sharquisha.
It doesn't sound familiar.
I know her though. I know her.
Oh, she probably like, I don't know. She probably is a fellow artist or something.
Well, what I can tell you is that she loves the Lord now.
Amen. Good for her.
Her life is transformed. She was transformed by the renewing of her mind.
And of course, she was. So Ikonisha is reminding us that her name was Keisha. Of course, that cameo was during the month of November. So Phil, you were close. Keisha. All right.
That was Sharquisha. Okay.
Right.
But yes, that
Close
episode.
enough.
Hopefully she got rid of all those piercings. Hopefully. I hope so too. Okay, so this episode was more than just music. We had DJ Tycoon for out of the USA, the US of A. Yes, he came and spoke with us. It was an amazing session. It was pretty cool. What did you? Those of you who watched, what did something that you took away from that? What was your favorite thing about that episode? Do you remember? Well, let me remind you. We spoke about music and our identity, the way we express ourselves, especially like males and women, yes, males, females, men and women. Yes. So we see that music provides, as you can see right next to me, music provides teens with a firm cultural identity to a large extent. It also defines the way they act, dress, and speak. And that's exactly what we spoke about. We spoke about different language, the way how certain words come in to our little lingo, even if you don't mean for them
I
to.
remember
Yeah. We spoke about dress. So we looked at certain people, like certain popular artists, the way that they may dress and how it influences people. So guys, what is something that you remember from that? What is something you remember from that episode or that you took away? The one thing you took away.
Well, for me, a big part of it was the fact that when we listen to music, it's not just a song. Because sometimes we're like, oh man, that's just a song. Like, I just like it because of the production, like the beat hit hard or that bass though, stuff like that. When we kind of just ignore the fact that it's more than that, the culture of the artist that is singing these songs that we're following, that also affects us. And we talked about that. We looked at how that seeps into becoming a part of who we are, whether or not we want it, how naturally it becomes that based on the artists that we follow, the influence of those. Master Casey is saying she's all right. The influence of the artists that sing these songs, and the fact that we also have to look at that because essentially we are allowing celebrities to become role models for us based on how they live their lives too, not just the lyrics of their songs. So that was one of the big strong points for me. Philip, you remember that episode?
Me too. I'm agree with what you said because I missed that episode. I had an engagement that day. I didn't watch it.
Well, yes. What she said is correct.
What she said?
Yeah.
Right. What she said.
Yeah, and one thing we also wanted to take away from that is, or one thing that was majorly stuck with me, I guess. Personally, just looking at DJ Taiki in his capacity as a DJ. I know we have some DJs watching here. Remember that if you did not watch this episode, and this is also for you, Mr. Phillip K, if you did not watch this episode, you can go right back and watch it.
Yes.
You can. It is there. It is available. So you don't have to rely on Judah's words. You can go get your own words. Here we have somebody influenced. Master Casey, I was influenced by Phillip K. Now I'm just blocking and deleting things like crazy.
Crazy. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen. But yeah, going back to what I was saying, this is actually looking at the fact that you can twist things positively. So that you can have music,
right,
or in whatever capacity you are in with music, you can get something positive out of it. So like, let's say you're interested in R&B, or you're interested in reggae things. This is like an example, that you can take something like that and put positive lyrics, get a positive message, come from a positive position, have a positive story like Mr. Phillip K had with his Dark Side video, things like that, and just promote all-around positivity.
I agree. Totally. I agree.
Right. Yes. And then we went into the next episode we went into was it was like a 2-in-1 special where we had two guests on the show with Jaco and Dr. Denise Charles. That one was In My Feelings.
That was a really good episode.
In My Feelings.
In my feelings.
I think so too. And right now we're just gonna give but we're gonna take a short break and then come back in with a look back at what went down in that episode of In My Feelings.
Yep.
not turn it down. Hear the voice of the youth, standing up for the truth.
Therefore, they go after sex for all the wrong reasons. And I do agree with you that it is very much out there in the music. And not only sex, but even love. There was a song back in the day. I know it might be before your time, but I think it's a Beyonce song, and it says something about. Is it Beyonce or is it Alicia Keys about I can't breathe? Do you know what I'm talking about?
I think that's Alicia
Do you?
Keys.
Alicia
But
Keys,
Oh, okay.
am I correct?
right? And whenever I heard that song, I was saying, but the song is like it's just too much. I mean, I can't breathe because you're not. I mean, if I can't breathe, you mean if I don't have your milk, I'm gonna die. You know, and so you have these extreme expressions, and they existed from way back, 13th century, 14th century. I mean, I could bring some very old poetry to you, even written in Old English, where the expressions of love, particularly of a man for woman, are always very much over the top. You know, I can't live without you. A lot of the music says these things. You know, I can't.
Yeah, she was there
Oh,
dropping some gems.
That's the She dropped gems that entire episode. And again, if you missed any of the episodes or over the season break, you guys can catch up because all of the episodes are right there on our Exclamation YouTube channel. But yeah, sis was correct though. Talking about how music puts us so heavily in our feelings. And not only lovey-dovey feelings, but you know, we were talking about the impact of sad music when we're feeling sad, how sometimes artists might create music that help us to identify with our feelings, but don't necessarily encourage, you know, positive outcomes, but may help us to dig a deeper hole in terms of being in our feelings, right?
Yeah, similar to what I would have mentioned earlier when I wrote Dark Side from a righteously angry space. All right, we have artists who write from an angry space and they don't have the Lord. So you can only imagine what would come out of that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a very good point. That's a very good point. And it's like obviously your righteous anger, there was something that you wanted to accomplish with it. But then it's like when people are writing just from anger, what is it that they want to accomplish? Or what is it that they are going to accomplish with the lyrics and everything? So whew. Yeah, definitely. That was an amazing episode though. I know just now we were only hearing from Dr. Denise Charles, but we would have had, as Judah rightly mentioned, and as we would have seen, we had J. Cole there. And J. Cole also spoke about some stuff on his end, and there was an amazing song by J. Cole with an amazing music video that
Big it yourself, J. Cole.
we would encourage you to watch.
Yeah, Master Casey references, just know.
Yes, yes. My favorite part was when
I'm just saying that he
taught the men how to
his comment.
propose to their girlfriends. Yes, yes.
Hashtag future. Mm-hmm.
So if you guys want to know how to propose to your girlfriend,
Speak
you
to J.
can.
Cole. Message him on Instagram. Tell him that I sent you. He's gonna give you all the insights and tips you need.
Yes, all the tips. Yeah, that was a really chill.
And for those of you guys who missed it, yeah, we were talking about his song, J. Cole's song Future, so you can check that out. It's a very nice song because he shared the fact that we need the music that encourages the right feelings and the right perspectives of love and relationships and sex and all, marriage and all these things. So yeah, that's one of the things that came out there in his song Future. And then the points that we did want to emphasize was that as people consuming music, we have to guard our heart. We have to guard our minds. And one of the points that one of the quotes in scripture that we referenced was Proverbs 4:23, which does say to guard your heart, you know, above all else, because all of the issues of life flows from it.
Correct.
So yeah. Sherry, you were saying something
that. Oh no, I'm just saying that, yeah, what you said is like absolutely Correct. It is well suited to that episode. And trust me, you don't want to miss that episode. I feel like that may be my favorite episode, but I don't know. They were all really, really nice and they were all really different, but I really like that one.
Yeah.
And yes, Kivana is saying, keep up the good work, guys. We will keep up the good work. We will. Because the Master blesses us.
Amen.
And we aim to bless you as well. Thank you, God. Thank you, viewers.
It
Thank
was
you,
really,
host.
it was really interesting to hear her perspective as a counselor as well. Um,
Yes.
yeah, she
Yeah.
insightful nuggets there as a counselor, and basically, re-emphasizing that that was happening even in her time, even in her time as
Mm-hmm.
growing up. Like this was a ongoing thing, So go back and watch the episode. Take with you a notebook and a pen because she gives some really, really important nuggets for you to take away.
Yes, she definitely did. And it's just, it was an amazing episode. Like, I just can't say that. I can't say enough. I really like that episode. So go and watch that episode. Fantastic, fantastic. So, yes, that's basically like a wrap up of that one. And then we had episode 6. The episode right before this one, which was Fed Up of Disassing, where we had the Geroners straight out of Trinidad. And we have a little flashback that we want you guys to see from the episode. So stay tuned.
A lot of these guys been singing positive music for quite a long while and wasn't getting much attention.
Right.
And it's
Right.
when we all know negativity sells. And when it started, like these guys they will put out if you could still go and see some of their positive songs, their first set of songs, you will see like probably 10,000 views, 5,000 views. But as soon as the negativity starts, it was like 500,000 views, 1 point something million, 3 point something million views. And as I'm like, and we always go at it. Once we bounce up, we always go at it. Like we always go at it because the argument is that, hey, I just trying to build a following and then I going back to singing positive music. I say everybody will say that, but when you're known for something, it's hard to pull away from it. It's not like you all have God to guide you all, and somebody have no God to
Right.
guide you all.
You are watching Locked and Loaded on Echo Nation.
Yes, that was our episode with John Nurse. That was an amazing thing, though. That was a really great episode. It was because he spoke about a lot of his experiences, especially since like I know we would have had DJ Ty King, who is from the state, so we would have had that perspective. But then we also had a Trinidadian perspective, so we got to see like a fellow Caribbean place, but then it was somewhere different that has like a different culture going on and stuff like that.
Right. Right.
For sure.
Yeah, that episode was deep too, because he did point out some very deep and serious things about from the artist's perspective, influencing our young guys, especially because we were talking about violence and stuff in that regard, and we had a lot of key takeaways from that episode. But we want to let you guys know, like, don't move, don't go anywhere, stay tuned because we have something special, something very special coming up so soon. You don't want to miss it. So definitely do not go anywhere. But I mean, yeah, so that was the last episode that we had. And I think Jerron really emphasized, or he kind of set the platform for what we want to talk about today, which is more so along the transformation aspect of music and the transformative power of music. Like we see the statistics, we see the research that talks about how, binge listening, if you will, to certain types of music result in aggression and fighting and being, lewd behavior and stuff like that, alcoholism and all these different things within our youth. And we want to change that. Like at Echo Nation, we know that our motto and our mission is to change the culture, to change the future. So we need music that changes that culture. And that's especially why we have Phillip K here tonight to, give some insight on that too. I mean, we talked about music as a gift from God and how we can use it positively. But we want to ask you, Phillip K, like, how do you see music functioning as a vehicle of hope and positive change instead of negativity?
Right. Something that I remember Jerron saying in the episode, essentially he was saying that what you take and you become, right? So from that perspective, I would say that music is a vehicle. That's what it is. It's a vehicle, and that transports information. That information can either stay on the outside or go into your heart, right? And then obviously your actions, your behavior would come out as a result of that, which you take in. So it is simply a tool. It is a vehicle that the Lord created, that the Lord designed to be enjoyed, to be, you know, embraced, basically. So if you want your society, your country, your community to be better, I personally, I would not put out war type songs. That is just the simple answer to that. If you want a certain behavior, you put out a certain song.
Correct.
And that we don't look at it from the perspective of that being the trigger to the high crime rates. We don't look at that. We don't look at the music as the issue. We all often look at social issues like the upbringing in your household, maybe peer pressure. But we don't look at music. Music is never really talked about or as the root of the problem, right? And it's such a widely used tool all over the world. People make millions and billions of dollars from music because people spend millions and billions of dollars to get music. So we see how powerful that tool is. So we need to be mindful that that in itself can either break a country or lift it up, basically.
Yeah, that actually reminds me of the quote that we had going on for the multiple episodes, which I should know off the top of my head. I trust that my producers search for us.
Mm-hmm.
Let me make the songs of a nation, and I care not who makes its laws. That's it, right? There we go.
Yes.
Yes. And that was by Andrew Fletcher, I think.
Darn on the ball.
Yes. Thank you. So yes, that's basically kind of what you were touching on, I think that quote definitely does need inserting there and really shows the power of music.
Mm-hmm. So go rewatch that episode, guys.
Right.
And I'm grateful that Jaron can speak from a place of because he knows these guys, he knows these guys, talks to these guys.
Mm-hmm.
So he's not just saying from an outsider's perspective. He knows these guys. He has a relationship with them. So yes, go watch it.
Mm-hmm.
What were you saying, Judah?
Yeah, and we want to drive the transformation. Like we understand that there's so many ways that persons are currently using music in a negative way, whether as an artist or a person that is consuming music. And we want to change that. We want to flip it on its head and highlight the fact that music can be used to encourage positive behaviors. Like even if we take a look back at few Jericho song that inspires a positive shift of mindset. And a verse that we want to highlight too is Romans 12:2, which talks about being transformed by the renewing of your mind. And that happens with, what we take in. So these things that are natural and, what we choose as well. Like we can make a change. We can shift that for ourselves and also challenge the artists to do that. Yes, so the verse says, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is. His good. As we started this season letting everybody know music is a gift from God. He made it for us and also for himself. So as his vessels, we ought to use it in the right way and understand that when we don't, it does damage us. So we want to make a change. We want to do that. And a major part of that for Echo Nation is our Pure Music Challenge, isn't it?
Yes, it is. We have a Pure Music Challenge that we have been speaking about throughout the episodes. And this challenge right here on this side of me, Pure Music Challenge. We are challenging you guys to listen to no music that promotes violence, hatred, sexual immorality, greed, materialism, revelry, drugs, alcoholism, selfishness, idolatry, lewdness, abusive language. If you are having trouble with this, Echo Nation provided some playlists for you, so you can go check those out. You can go check those playlists in order to help you, guide you. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask Echo Nation to give you some direction. We also had DJ Ty King, who spoke about his music. We have Phillip K, who has some of his music, and he can also direct you. So yes, we are encouraging you. Have you guys taken up that challenge? If you're in the if you're viewing right now, let us know, because we have been talking about that challenge. Have you taken it up? Have you considered taking it up? Do you think you can survive it? Let us know.
Loaded.
What did you say, Phillip?
An entire year without it.
You did an entire
year. No, I'm asking the question. Can you do without that for an entire year? It's a challenge.
Yes. I'm going to say yes, because that's literally how I live. And it has changed me. Like, if I could just share my experience here, one of the reasons why I'm so passionate about Pure Music is because I made that decision before I knew of the Pure Music Challenge. But in light of that, I made a decision to cut out all that music that, has the wrong messaging in it, talking about sex and money and being, just taking us down the wrong road. Like, I cut out all of that, to purge, to purify, to remove that kind of thing, to get focused and have a better internal state. We don't think about the health on the inside, but I did that challenge and that's how I live. And Rhea, why am I so passionate about it? Because it has made life better. It really has. I feel like there's a difference. When you change your diet of food from eating the wrong stuff to the right stuff, your body feels better. And when you change your diet of music, wrong stuff to the right stuff, your mind, your heart, your spirit, everything feels better. So that's my personal plug for the Pure Music Challenge. And I want you guys to do it up with me too.
Yep, and I love to see that a lot of people were saying that they have taken it up, even though not with the Echo Nation, but as personal decisions, as we try to do the right thing, grow in Christ. This is something that, can help us ensure that we have that mind and we guard our heart. Master Casey says, faith comes by hearing over and over. Good. Whatever you hear repeatedly will seep into you and affect your whole belief system, especially if it sounds appealing.
Legit.
And he is right.
Yes, he is.
Right.
Legit.
So, now on that note, we're talking about music that drives positive transformation. I am so excited. I'm trying to keep myself calm and level right now, because what's gonna happen is that we're going to be treated to a very special live performance by none other than Phillip K himself. So you guys better get ready. We're gonna take a short break and come back in with that, and I cannot wait.
Let's get it, guys. We have some fun.
standing up for the truth. Hear it loud, hear it strong, and we not turn it down. Hear the voice of the youth, standing up for the truth.
I assume this is my cue. I'm on the stage. I was pushed on the stage. Ah, so guys, it's a pleasure being here again. This is the season finale of Locked and Loaded. We're gonna have some fun. This is a treat for you guys. This is a live performance of Block and Delete. I'm sitting down doing this song. This is really a stand-up type of song. But I want you guys to vibe, turn the music all the way up, let your neighbors hear it enough that they won't call the police for you. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Hey, yo. One more time, let me hear sing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey. It's all locked and loaded. Tell the devil you done get block and delete. Out of my life, the French boo. Life is sweet. In Jesus Christ, yo, 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 yo. Yo. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, one more time, let me hear you say, yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, yo. It's over, locked and loaded, tell the devil you done get block and delete. Out of my life, the friendship done, and life is sweet. In Jesus Christ, man, devil you done get block and delete. Out of my life, the friendship done, and life is sweet. Yo, I'm in all about. I'm not turn back to the race, cause every time I do everything off track, the older man dead sitter. Now walking in newness of life is a yes. Every day making it for the praise, pulling my life straight out to the ground, yes. Straight out to the ground, yeah. Going on my chats, and I see a day, cause the conversation already built real. I don't see a plan, so lead me astray. I mean, I entertain at the word that you say, nah. So don't bother call me no more. And no, you can't see them blue ticks no more. Yeah, devil get down, get block and delete. Out of my life, the friendship done, and the life is sweet. In Jesus Christ, man, devil you done, get block and delete. Out of my life, the friendship done, and the life is sweet. Yo, now I can see clearly. Since you overcame and rescued me, yeah, no longer I'm weary. I'm stepping in His freedom, and I'll be walking away from this life that I once saw me bounce. Your notifications can't hear a sound. You're looking at my contact list up and down. Can't see a trace of the enemy around. Yeah, can't. No more, me not fall for the tricks, and no more, me not fall for the lies, and no more, cause devil you done, and get black and delete. Whoa, out of my life, the friendship, let me see the black and delete signs in the chat. In Jesus Christ, man, devil you done, get black and delete. Out of my life, the friendship done, and the life is sweet. Life is sweet, lost, done get black and delete. Whoa. Fornication, it done get blocked and delete. Life it's sweet, yeah, yeah. Whoa. Blessings, peoples.
Yes.
Blessings. No blue ticks. That was fun.
That's so awesome. So as you guys clearly saw, I love that song. That song is so awesome and so fitting. Like, what do you think, Sharon?
Yeah, I really love the song as well. I remember when, let me not say when it first came out, but like around that time when I first heard it, and then I started hearing more of it, and it's honestly a really great song, and it started to really grow on me. It started to, like when you hear a song at first, and I hear it over and over, you actually like it. Like you fact, sorry, not that I didn't like it from before, but like you like
That's the
resonate
same.
with it more, and like yeah, Phillip K, man.
Yeah.
It's very nice to actually meet the person that is the artist behind this song. Phillip K, it's very nice to meet you.
And Mastication says he can't pick between this song and Dark Say, bro,
Don't
but
pick.
you should hear the other Phillip K music. Like you don't even have to
I'm a
choose.
Red
Just love
Thoughts fan. I love Red Thoughts.
Red Thoughts, Jesus Love. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. All of them. All of them. I mean, that's what it's about, right? The music that brings transformation. And we're so privileged
Yeah.
to, as that, know the person behind this music that does that in Barbados and on behalf of the entire Caribbean. So kudos to you, Phillip K.
Blessings. It's
So
coming
that,
soon.
we have a question. We have a question from the crew, the cast and crew backstage. Where the EP?
It's coming soon. Coming soon.
Where is the EP? Ooh. Can we look forward to something like that in 2021?
Yes, hopefully, as the Lord directs, it will come. Lots of some unheard tracks in the archives that I'm thinking of putting on the EP. So yeah.
Wow. Well,
Nice,
there we
nice.
have it. Guys.
And some collaborations.
Ooh.
It just keeps getting better.
Unexpected collaborations.
Unexpected.
That's cool.
Huh?
That's that's really awesome. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to that for sure.
For sure. Okay, well, we are going to take a break and we'll be back with What's Trending.
Yeah.
You are watching Locked and Loaded on Echo Nation.
And we're back.
Sharon, well, at least we know that that's not Mobby this time, Sharon. We know that for we know that for a fact. So Master KC is saying, give us the EP, Phillip. He also said, geez, oh geez.
There's the Mobby. I knew it was coming in now.
If up to now you do not know what that Mobby is all about, please do go back and watch the former episodes of LockedxLoaded from season 1 to know, so you will be fully aware of what that whole reference is. Because anyway, so Master KC also said Jesus Love is huge. I love that one too. He said DJ Carlos showed it to him and he loved it ever since. Shout out to DJ Carlos as well.
That's yeah. Carlos, big yourself one time.
Yeah. Gian Gibson says, me too, can't wait. So we have a lot of people looking out for that EP. This means accountability. This means that if come March, February, July, and we don't say anything, guys, we have legal right to message Phillip and ask him where the EP or the EP part it is, anything like that, because he said it right here. You guys heard it first. It's gonna come and we're gonna look out for it.
Sure. For sure.
So it's What's Trending, and it's also our season finale. So in What's Trending tonight, we want to say thank you and make special mentions of the rest of the team, the rest of the Locked and Loaded team. And so we're going to take this opportunity to invite our producer, our director, our backstage crew, our everything for Locked and Loaded, Guzzy, Arnold, Guzzy Goslin. We want to welcome you on stage, sir. Good night, Guzzy.
Good night, guys. Good night.
Hands in the chat.
Good night.
Unfortunately, we don't have Katrina with us, who also helps us behind the scenes.
Yeah,
But
we gotta big up all the crew,
Yeah.
the people who work behind the scenes. Big up to Katrina. We also have DJ, one of the Power Tower DJs. Shade, he's also helped out. He also helped out this season and in some of the video work and season before. So a big thank you to all you guys and especially to all the guests we had this season. We had Arnal Gosling, we had
That
John, we had John Yard, we had Sinclair Brown, Dr. Dennis Charles, DJ Tutty King, J. Cole. We had Phillip K guest hosting. We had Jerron Nurse from out of Trinidad. And we really are thankful for everyone who came and participated. The season couldn't have been anything without you guys and the value of knowledge and insight that you brought as we talked about music and how it was impacting how it influences the brain, how it influences youth culture, how it influences behavior and identity was valuable. And one of the things I liked about this season, and for those who may not have known, this year during the first term, we were piloting a program in one of the secondary schools in Barbados. And the request was they had asked us if they could talk about the power of music. So along with the students having the sessions in class and online, we had this show as an added bonus for them to go and get more content. And I think what we've done this season will continue on that as we start to roll out the campaign in different schools in Barbados. This will actually act as homework assignments and all that sort of stuff for persons to get added value to what we're going to be teaching and what we're going to be doing in the school. So thank you guys for all that you've done. Somebody saying Mobby, can't forget that. By the way, Judah, that Mobby was from
Yes.
season 1. So if you want to know about the true origins of the Mobby, you gotta go to season 1. This Mobby was
Definitely.
only this Mobby was only discarded a couple weeks ago, like 3 weeks ago, Sharon.
it was more than 3. It may have been 4.
Wow.
It's a big,
Right?
it's a whole week.
Sharon, you on the clock, girl.
Yeah, so look, we've been having a lot of fun. I want to say thank you to all of our hosts. Big thank you to Sharon, to Judah, to Glenn, who's ghosting us once again. Glenn, Glenn, he's a celebrity host, but the truth is that Glenn has been very busy, and he's an entrepreneur.
Yes.
He's doing a lot, and his capacity is and his reach is expanding. So whenever we see Glenn on Locked and Loaded, is a blessing to have such a celebrity on our show. And also, honestly, I want to say thank you to Phillip K. For those who are still watching, if you're still here, let us know if Phillip K should be a standard host on Locked and Loaded. If y'all think Phillip K should be like, what?
Phillip K has left the chat.
I don't know if Phillip K can face the music.
Probably this.
Let us know if you think Phillip K should be taken. If you feel threatened by Phillip K, message us. Send it to WhatsApp us, DM us in Instagram. Let us know what you think. Should Phillip K be part of the next 2021 Locked and Loaded season? Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun.
I don't know. I hope Phillip K don't end up the last guest that was fired from the show.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Ooh,
Wow.
so can I just interject here with a very special announcement? Hi DJ Rodney. Good night to you, sir.
Look at yourself.
So for those who Ghazi, our Ghazi has been talking about himself being fired from the show, which is not accurate, by the way. But we do want to let you guys know that today is Ghazi's birthday. Woo! So like, happy birthday to you, Ghazi. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
With that, go ahead, Philip. Philip, go ahead. If you're going to be singing, go ahead, sing, Philip.
Happy
Sing.
birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Arnold Gozzy Goslin. Yes. Happy birthday to you. How old are you now? How
Right. I think Philip had some audio issues. Thank you so much, Philip. Thank you so much.
We want you to know how much
For
we
that
appreciate
rendition,
you
for
for
that rendition was beautiful.
sure.
Out blessed. Thank you guys so much for this a part of celebrating in the best month of the year, where we celebrate the Christmas and we celebrate God's birthday and so many other blessed people. We also want to remind persons. Somebody telling me don't answer. I take the technical difficulties did that for me. Philip K might get muted for some unknown reason.
Oh dear.
People
Oh,
are
Master
saying me
K.
and Philip K are host.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so
Well, you
we
have to give
got a proper.
Is that a unanimous decision? That was me. My master.
Master Casey's voted several times. You can vote as many times as you want, people. Vote as many times as you want. But we have to mention, guys, and what's trending all about our Christmas giveaway package from Crystal Touch Therapy. They're giving away a free massage as part of that giveaway. But on top of that, you're going to be having an Equination package with that. And all you need to do is go and fill out our feedback form and let us know, like, give us your feedback on the show. Whether you're from Trinidad, Jamaica, Antigua, share the, if you know persons been watching us this season, we want your feedback. We want to improve on the show. We want to make sure that this show goes global or have we know it has the potential to go global. And one of the things that we want to do in 2021, we're right now in the process of working with an organization, international organization that will be using an app to disciple youth all across the world. And what we want to present is what we're doing here on Locked and Loaded, and all this content that we're pushing out. We want to have that in the app, so you can be a part of saying, "Hey, my contribution took us global." All right. So we want you guys to go in, fill out the form, let us know, give us your feedback. And when you do that, when answer that trivia question, you get a chance to win our Christmas giveaway. This is exclusive though, of course. Hosts cannot go and fill out the form, or any close relative
Unfortunately,
of
but
hosts,
it's okay.
any close relative
Really? Oh, it's
or special friends of hosts can't go.
Speaking of global, Gozzy,
Yeah.
a really good friend of mine, Amy, she's actually streaming the show all the way from Portland, Oregon. So if I'm
Whoa.
Portland,
wow.
So
Good
here's
night.
another reason. Here's
Bye,
another reason why
Amy.
Philip should be a host, because Philip gets us in Oregon. Yeah.
Wow.
We have another
Nice.
person saying that Philip K will make a great host. So so far as unanimous, I don't see anyone saying no, Philip K. But as we said, when you fill out that feedback form and you answer that trivia question, that gives you the opportunity to win that giveaway. But to claim the prize, you must be at our end of year social or end of year event on Sunday, December 27th, 2020. This is a secret. So this is only available for fans and volunteers of Equination and Locked and Loaded Chill Vibes. If you've been a fan or volunteer of Equination for this year, we want to have fun together. We want to end the year on a positive note. So the place is exclusive, so we're not going to tell you just as yet. We will tell you. But if you fill out the form, we will message you privately that location and time, and you get to meet the Locked and Loaded course, you might get to meet some of the guests that would have been a part of our show this year, those who will be in Barbados and who will be coming. And then we get to meet some more people like DJ Ronnie. I hope DJ Ronnie, who is on the show tonight, he is going to be there. Don't plan anything unless
Yes.
you got a wedding anniversary or saying DJ Ronnie, you better be there. All right, so
Yes.
guys, we want you to be a part of our end of year social coming up Sunday, December 27th. Don't forget, go fill out the form, check out the chat. We have the link in the chat as well. But if you are, just look at it, copy and paste it. bit.ly/x locked and loaded. That's LXL2 dash feedback. And you go ahead, fill that out. We look forward to seeing you after Christmas, December 27th. All right. Ronnie said, I will be there. All right. We will be there. Phillip K will block and delete the bad vibes.
Correct.
So Phillip K, you can do something special on that day, or you don't know.
You never know. Are you doing admission or
No admission.
admission?
This is a thank you. Everything here is exclusive but free. Exclusive but free. You may want to bring, if you want to bring your own food and drinks, you may want to do that. But it's going to be exclusive and free, guys.
Vibe, yeah.
It's definitely a vibe. I am so excited. I can't wait.
And by the way,
And I mean, for us,
go ahead.
I was just saying, like, for us, host crew is gonna be great because we won't be separated by these boxes. You know, we'll be able to reach out over here and connect with each other. I mean, within the COVID-19 protocols, of course, but
Yes,
still
we
we'll
will
be able to be in
represent.
physical space and so on. I think that that's gonna be great. Like, we can give each other ear hugs from much closer now.
For sure.
Yeah, so please walk with your mask, guys. If you come in December 27th, walk with your mask, walk with your sanitizer, but also walk with a smile. All right, we want to see your smile. We really look forward. And one of the things I must thank God for here in Barbados is how well the government and the country has managed the whole COVID-19 thing. You know, in several other countries, even in the Caribbean, people are still on lockdown. But we are blessed to have the freedom that we do have still right now. So big shout out to the government and all those who've been a part of frontline workers and all those persons who've been a part of keeping Barbados safe, keeping Barbados as COVID-19 free as we can be. So big ups to you guys. So yeah.
For sure. All the essential workers like crumbs.
And so,
essential workers like crumbs. That's what you said, Phillip K.
Like, all right. And so we are coming closer to the end of our show. I mean, this is where I feel a little bit of sadness. Like, there's a little bit of sadness right there, but it's okay. We want to remind you guys before we get ready to go to check out the Explanation playlist. We have so many different genres, and those genre playlists are updated ever so often. You will find new music in there. I mean, maybe Master Casey, we can do a collab and get your mixes on one of the playlists. So, we can work it out. And yeah, we have pure music there. We have the plugs, guys. So do look out for that. Make sure that you participate in listening and sharing that music because that's a part of the movement that we all want to drive. Before we go, I mean, do you guys want to give like closing remarks before we get to our last thing that we want to do tonight? Sharon, what are you feeling over there?
I'm feeling a little bit, sad. I'm gonna miss you guys. I'm gonna miss you, Gazi, who's not looking at me. Okay, there you go. Yes. But guys, remember that you can help out Explanation. Yes, the feedback form does definitely help, and we want you to give us feedback for Locked and Loaded. But remember that there is the overarching organization Echo Nation, and you can volunteer with Echo Nation, or you, if you can't do that, you can become a financial partner. So the information is right below my chin. You know, they have the numbers, the social bank numbers, and then you can also contact us by phone, the number listed below, to Beijing number 246. And you can also email us at echonation@gmail.com. That is echonation@gmail.com.
Yes, please. So we need, especially if we're going into the next season with this pairings that Phillip K has been advocating, says he's going to be a special host on the on the show. We need your support. There's a lot that we have been doing, as I said, um, with not only on Locked and Loaded now, but taking it into apps, taking it into the schools. And so we want to really make sure that we are supporting the material to produce that can be produced to do that. Obviously, there's a cost in producing these shows and putting it out online and in different ways and presentation in different ways. We do have a team working in the back end as well. So your support goes towards us helping to reach our mission of changing the culture, changing the future. We are tired of how the negative music, how social media addiction, and unsafe practices that have been used by young people and children sometimes, how it has been shaping negatively our future. And we want to make a change, and we want you to partner and sow a seed in something that will produce a positive future for our nations, not only here in Barbados, but also in the Caribbean. We want to see Echo Nation and Locked and Loaded in Trinidad. We want to see it in Antigua. We want to take it global. All right, so guys, you can be a part of all of that and making something happen. So become a partner, as Sharon said. Let's make 2021 a powerful year that we will look back and say, wait, I had a 2020, 2021. So I can't remember what happened in 2020. Sharon is laughing like if that's not possible.
Well, you never know. We'll see what 2021 brings for us.
But I agree. I agree.
Yes,
Any
through
last
God's grace and
words?
blessings,
Yeah.
2021 will be amazing.
So, okay,
We will
anything
be
that you want to leave?
Any last words, Phillip K?
My takeaway is that I am really grateful to be a part of this movement. I believe that the Lord will indeed break barriers where Aquanation is concerned, and we would indeed impact the lives of everybody across the globe. So this is just the beginning, the seed that has been planted.
Fantastic, fantastic. I'm gonna miss all you guys so much. I love what we're
Right.
doing here. I
Yeah.
really love what we're
Yeah.
doing here at Locked and Loaded.
For me,
Right?
What are your last words, Judah? What are your last
yeah,
words?
I think this season break is going to be refreshing, yes. What are my last words? Make wise choices, stay safe. But we want to make sure that we all stay connected as well. So don't lose touch with us. Stay linked and connected to Echo Nation on Instagram and Facebook and all of these and all of our platforms really, because we want to maintain that connectivity. And I don't know, I'm about to get emotional. I am going to miss us. I'm going to miss the show, but I know that a break is good. Breaks are healthy. And we're just gonna get re-energized to come bigger and better next year, God willing. So that's my final word there.
You sure that's your final word?
That's my final
You don't.
word, but I have
You
a
don't.
question.
You got a question? Well,
I
my final
do.
word. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys, so much for another productive and powerful Locked and Loaded season. Like I said, I look forward to 2021 for bigger, better things. And I wish Glenn could be here. I wish we had Glenn to give his final, say. Could that be a Christmas wish? Christmas wish that Glenn could come? I don't know. But probably Judah has a Christmas wish. Do you have a Christmas wish, Judah? You got any Christmas blessings that you want to put on our viewers as we shut down for this season?
Well, I want to leave you guys with something that is special to me.
Like she said, it's special to her. It's only special to her, all right? It's only special to her.
It's not only special to me, so it's my favorite Christmas song. It's my favorite Christmas, song. And every year, my Gauzy's looking at me funny. Every year, my sister and I, we send this to each other or in our family chat. We talk about it because it just brings in the excitement and the happiness of Christmas for us. It's not what you expect, but I hope that you enjoy it. So this is my favorite version of Jingle Bells. And
what's the title of it again?
It is called Punjabi Jingle Bells.
Punjabi Jingle Bells. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Let's check out
Just sharing Christmas cheer out here.
Jingle Bells.
Jingle, jingle, jingle. Jingle bell, jingle bell. Jingle, jingle. Jingle bell, jingle bell. Jingle, jingle. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Dashing through the snow on a one-horse open sleigh. Over the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on top they'll ring, making spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight.
Oh, jingle.
Oh, jingle bell,
Jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Oh, jingle bell, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
That was fun.
Your thoughts, Gauzy?
Right. I am glad that you're muted, if that's what's happening. Because, oh dear. Gauzy has a nice song, but it's okay.
I was speechless. That song. I was very speechless.
It's nice to embrace other cultural things, though, like other styles
Master
of
KSD
music.
was saying that was deep. I was wondering if he's talking about the song or my comments. I think he mean my comments. He couldn't mean the song at all.
Oh,
Oh dear. Wow, that's
Are you
what
talking about my insightful comments, Master KSD?
That's my way of saying Merry Christmas, because by the time we see each other next, it's gonna be Christmas for the past and the New Year for the past. So that is my Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone.
Fantastic.
All right, guys. So we've come, and here the time is here. We close again another
dear.
season. And
Wow.
I'm gonna miss you guys.
We'll miss you too.
Just want to say
Can wanna say a sad face in the chat.
we love
Love
you.
you too.
To all our fans, our loyal fans, I have one more surprise, guys. I have one more surprise for you guys. One more surprise.
Yeah. Show no starting?
Molly Glenn.
Look who it is.
You want time, bro?
Are you on time?
No starting up,
I
bro.
thought I missed it. Okay. We're no starting, so you're ready.
Yes. Welcome, guys, to the season finale of Locked and Loaded Giwwe Music.
Locked and Loaded.
You can have the featured music video now.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi, Glenn.
What's up? Everybody doing? Jeez, I can't believe we ending already. I feel like we just started again.
You understand?
Savannah is asking, what am I watching right now?
boy.
we just played Judah's favorite Jingle Bells.
Oh, I'm glad I missed that.
Yes, we did.
I'm glad I missed it. I saw it already, and I just
In the spirit of Christmas, I'm
no.
going to let
That's
that
not.
go
I don't know what kind of spirit that
and
is.
simply say, Glenn, what would you like to, leave with our viewers between now and next season while we're on
Right,
season
right.
break? What would you like to leave with them?
Pay attention to everything that you take in, especially music. I think we've learned a lot that is a great influence in our culture and in our everyday lives. Yeah. So just pay attention to what you listen to. The lyrics in these songs, the beat might be catchy, but there's more to it than that. Yeah. So yeah, and
Correct.
go back over and watch all of these episodes. You learn a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And count the number of ones that Glenn is in. Count the number of episodes that.
You could count it on one hand. Make it easy. Oh boy, the shade.
I think we have to
We're glad to have
apologize.
you
I
now.
think Judah's signal dropped out, so Judah took an early exit. Um, and either that or what Glenn said really hurt her.
Oh
And
jeez. Oh boy. Oh
so,
whatnot.
guys, so thank you, Glenn, for gracing us with your presence this year and this season and for this episode. We had some flashbacks with you in your Christmas nights. We had some flashbacks with
Flashbacks.
yeah. We have flashbacks for this episode. You probably might want to go and watch over the episode. I'm just saying.
All right. Just before you put it, just let me approve a couple of things. Yeah.
The only part that I think that we would edit out is the
The Christmas song.
Punjabi Christmas song, and that's because of YouTube copyright issues.
YouTube very right. They're very right. They should have blocked these
This is
songs.
not the Locked and Loaded vibe. I rebuke this vibe in the name of Jesus, because y'all need to come back with the love and support that is our nature here at Locked and Loaded. That is what I have to say to all of this. And on that
Kivon is
note, I
saying the
think that
show
we
is
should
now
end the
complete. Now that we have Glenn, the show is complete. All right, guys, it's hard to say goodbye, but we must say goodbye.
Here, and the show is complete. We do want to sign off for this season. It was a tremendous season. We had a lot of action, a lot of interesting things happen, and we're gonna come back again bigger and better next year, God willing. So, from the entire Locked and Loaded team, we want to say we love you guys. We will miss you guys, and stay connected to us on our socials and everything. And we will see you guys next season.
Yeah.
Locked and Loaded.
I only do one heart, right? If I do two, might be our problem. I gotta delete the whole episode.
Good night, everyone.
One last thing, guys. Glenn,
Yes, sir.
Glenn, your answer to the question: which of these can't you be without? Can't you do without for Christmas? Is it ham, gifts, or music? Which you can't do without?
Wait, which you can't get you without? Ham. Ham.
Glenn must have ham.
Must have ham.
Yeah, I think we realized that from the last episode.
Yeah. For sure.
Yeah.
Gauzy gone. Gauzy duck out early.
Yeah. Well, I guess it's our time to duck out as well. So, guys, we just want to say thank you again. Thank you so much. Don't forget the feedback form. Don't forget to fill out the feedback form. And we look forward to seeing many of you on December 27th at the Equination end of year meetup. Cool, fancy thing. Yes. Sign up. Do the giveaway. Do the trivia in the link. And we'll see you Sunday, December 27th, hopefully. Thank you so much.
Okay, guys, blessings.
Once again.
Blessings. Good night.
standing up for the truth. Hear it loud, hear it strong, and we not turn it down. Hear the voice of the youth, standing up for the truth.